Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches. They can test the catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he got loose. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Got it behind the line. It's Glover. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Hale. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Ole Miss offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense drags him down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finding an escape route. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Back open in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Tempo and overdrive.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to run it to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. He'll do it himself.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands.
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really
got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating.
Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's Hale. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mott Hemingway.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. Out of the ground, and now he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Rebels get enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the catch. It's Lee. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. first snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Finds some fresh air. Still, and runs through another one. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Defense in press coverage. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes a catch on the left. Wide open space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Delivers the stiff arm. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Young. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Russell. They've got the screen set up. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Gives it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Rebels want to move quickly.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. It's back. He's got the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown time. The defense takes matters into its own hands. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got the quick pass.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Creates a little space.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
That's reeled in. It's Lee. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And you want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Off play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And is slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll line up to go for 2.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's taking the shot. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.